of course, Albert Duato. Man is Christopher God-fearing King.
People are counting on me. So many people are watching me. Some wanna see me go up. Some wanna see me fall down. Even if I fall, God, please don't throw away me. Do what you want me to.
Okay, folks, wherever you are listening from, again, there's a new beginning.
When freedom raised her glowing form on Mount Sorato's verdant height, she sat within a doom of a night, met lowering stars and thunderstorms, the star of liberty, unceasing from the waking morn, its banner shields of golden flame, she lifted it in her proud name, and raised her people long forlorn to know their destiny. The Lone Star forever, the Lone Star forever, oh long may it soar over land and over seas, deserted nor never, uphold it forever. Oh, shout for the Lone Star banner. Oh, then speeding in a course along the broad.
Again, I want to welcome all of you to this all important edition of our program. We know the station has been on, but please share. I want to say this is the thank you for joining us. This is the new beginning platform, and usually we are here to share with you education, information, and entertainment. So the station is going to rejoin us. So let's continue. I want to say thank you for joining us. Wherever you are watching us, however you are watching us, however way you are watching us, I want to say thank you. Whatever your time is, good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Thank you for joining us for this wonderful, wonderful program again. And we are glad to have you here. We are happy to see you. Thanks for being here. And we have so much in store for you. We wish that um, hopefully our radio station can come back. And I know they have some technical issue. But yes, indeed. Please share and support this program with whatever way you can. Please do so. Um, Send stars for us. Okay. And that way, it helps to, enable us continue with the program. All right. We are encouraging you to do that. We are not trying to force you, influence you out of your way. But if you believe that what we do on this platform is important Please, please send us more stars, send more comments. I want to read your comments. All right. Make your comment known if you are watching. Just tell us where you are watching from. That way, you know, um, we can appreciate you. We can also read out your comments. You tell us how well you are listening to us. And so, those of you that are on the social media, I want to say thank you again for joining us. And once the radio station comes by, we're also going to welcome those listeners. But again, we are glad to have you. We are happy to have you with us. Share and share and share. Share with many, many of your friends, your relatives, your co-workers, your employees. Share with people. That's all we ask for that you do. And want to say thank you for joining us. Hopefully we can rejoin the radio station, probably some technical issue. But let's continue this. And this platform, as we said, brings you information, entertainment, and education. So we are here to help. This is a way we contribute to the development agenda of Liberia. Our contribution is about providing information that is useful, information that will help you make informed decisions, information that will broaden your understanding as a citizen and as an individual, as a family person, as a, as a public servant. So everything is embedded. So I want to say again, please share. We do not entertain, you know, anything out of the way. We respect you. We respect all of you. You are precious people, wonderful people. And the way we contribute is through providing education. We want to say thank you. And for those of you who have been following us, our program has been on air for some time, and we have been discussing a lot of issues. Before we go to our presentation, we just want to take this time, you know, um, I hope, the station come back as quick as possible, you know. But again, there are very good things that are happening. Always it's important to talk about the good things. And that's why we want to talk about positive things, you know. Negative things are, we consider them weaknesses and encourage people to improve on their weaknesses. We don't castigate people here. We don't put you down. We don't drag you. We don't disgrace anybody. That's not the aim of this platform. Our objective is to provide you education, especially as it relate to the public. So again, we want to say thank you. Share this program with many persons. That's what we ask you to do. Share with many people. Share with many people. When it comes to you, share. Share. All you can do for us, we want this message to reach to many, many Liberians, many persons. So please share and make your comments. So we have been discussing lengthily here on this platform, and this will continue to talk about it. And that's a theme. Our theme we have is what makes a good citizen. What makes a good citizen? But it's in different dimensions. We have been doing this presentation in different dimensions. We have different sections, segments. And once we complete that, then we go to the next one. So we have been discussing a couple of various segments as it relate to what make an individual, what make you a good citizen. Not a citizen, you are by virtue of you being born in Liberia or through naturalization, You are a citizen, but we are talking about a good citizen. It is not every citizen that is a good citizen. So, what makes you a good citizen is what we try to explain. We may not have all of the answers, but we'll try our best we can to explain and to give you indicators. We are not saying that's the exact thing, but we'll give you indicators, and those indicators will help you understand your status, whether you are a good citizen. You can examine yourself. You can look at yourself and say, well, have I been a good citizen? Or can I be a good citizen? That's what Liberia needs. Liberia needs good citizens, citizens that are patriotic, citizens that are nationalistic, citizens um, that talk more about their country than their self or their political parties, or citizens that care about the nation growth. That will definitely eventually make you a good citizen. So again, we have been talking about various topics, but let's go back to what have been happening few days back home in Liberia. Very good news for Liberia. If you mean well for that nation, if you mean well for the development of Liberia, you should be grateful to God for the many good things that have been happening. All right. We understand that the MCC um, process has been completed, and Liberia was one of the countries that was successful, that the American government selected Liberia to be one of the eligible countries to benefit from the MCC grants. The thing about grant is that you're not going to pay back. It's like they give you money, but they want to make sure that the money is used for the intended purpose. For what we understood or what we have gathered is that whatever that comes from the MCC will be, strictly going for road development, which is very, very important. Road development and energy, which is very important right now for the nation. When you build roads, then you are empowering various sectors of the society. You are empowering the farmers to the market. They are able to carry their produce to the market and sell. And when they sell, then they are empowered economically, meaning they are able to earn money, and they have the power to spend, they have the power to save. So that is very, very important, not only farmers, but those businesses that are involved, like transportation business, those who are doing transportation. So it becomes easier and more efficient and effective to run your vehicle long distances when the roads are paved. So it's a very great news from the American government to Liberia. We ought to appreciate what they're doing for Liberia. You know, accepting Liberia, and right now with the government that is, ensuring that taxpayer money, you know, the money is spent for the intended purpose, spent on the country, and there are so many scrutiny that is going on by the U.S. government. They want to ensure that there is value for money that is sent to these various countries. So again, we are be grateful to you know to the Trump government administration. It started doing bad, but now Mr. Trump becoming the president, helping the country and saying, look, Liberia needs help, meeting all of the various requirements. I want to say thank you even to the Liberian government for being more responsible, and that help you to attract this, money from, the U.S. government. So it's a great thing, and people should appreciate, be happy about it. When energy is there, and and hoping that all of the counties are connected, electrified, especially the cities, that help in terms of you know economic growth, because people will not spend more money now on generators. uh, you know they pay, and you have more people subscribing, and paying the lec. We have more money. Even the businesses, when they make more profit, money they should have spent for fuel, maintaining generators, that will not return back to them as profit. And that money, they can expand. And when they expand, then they are able to also hire more people. So you see, it is a very good thing for the roads and energy. And we are really, really happy that these good things are happening in the nation. And we hope that from now to the end of 2026, the government is able to electrify the entire country. So again, again, sorry folks, I'm talking to these people, the radio station. So we want to say again a big thank you. Um, Thank you to the American government for helping Liberia, at that, making Liberia eligible for the MCC grants. You're not going to pay by, Liberia will not be paying by. So that's a very good thing. Grants are very important. But again, I hope the government is going to do the right thing for the Liberian people. And I know a responsible government is always in the position to do the right thing. And, that's very, very good for Liberia. Again, we are glad, we are happy. We have been rejoined by the radio station. Christopher and his guys have been fighting to come back on. But again, remember the story of a little beautiful country, Liberia. We are going there. One of these days, the internet is going to be stable and things will be fine. So we want to say welcome to those of you who are listening. I don't know when I was talking whether Christopher was able to um, transmit that to the public. Whether we're on, I'm not sure. But again, I want to repeat, Christopher.
Yeah, Mr. Manuel, yeah, you were live. Yes, I will not appear on the screen as well.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much, Chris.
Well, you on the radio. You're live on the radio.
All right. Thank you. So these are just things we're talking about, Chris. I don't know. Maybe you have something too that you remember, but I remember this. And today also, I remember that, the agriculture, that's one of the ministry that is really working as well. The public ministry, I mean, almost all government, offices, or, ministries are really, but those at the top, the public works, CSA, finance, talk about, the revenue department, talking about agriculture. The minister is all over the place. And I think there was some other, agreement signed by the war food program, is it war food agriculture, something, FAO, something like that. The president or whoever the representative is, signing some agreement with the Liberian government. And now today they went for some program in Ganta.
Yeah, yeah, call it the National Agriculture Fair (NAF).
All right. So where they display different kinds of
And you know,
to
just
produce.
yeah, yeah, before they go, yesterday too was it they under the national and the future they get some kind of name for people, you know. White people went there and bought a lot of first time like Brandon how many years, and you know, and see people were rejoicing, you know. Then, you know, yeah, yeah, fish day, fish market day, you know.
So there are
Now,
many, there are many good things that
yeah,
people can be proud of themselves. And I tell you, Chris, this MCC grant, you know, it it's so important because you're not gonna pay back like when you take money from the World Bank, IMF, you take money from other banking institutions like ECOWAS, like African Development Bank, But this one, we must really really appreciate the U.S. government under
yes.
the leadership of
Someone say,
President
someone
Trump.
said to get an MCC honor president. That's one thing. So
Yeah, so it has to be
so
special grace.
and we special grace. Eh, because Ghana was ineligible to.
Right. So you
to
see, so
mm,
it has to be special grace. And Chris, let me talk a little bit about the road development also. And the finance minister, I think today, along with the Kuwaiti,
yeah,
a
yeah,
government, they signed, I think, 12 point
12.8.
some more million
Yeah,
for the construction, of the road. I think
yeah, yeah,
from Salai to Konya. Those of you who know Lofa County, and it's a very good development. And there's, I think, also in the budget there are some allocation for the road from Grand G there. I think to is it for River G or where, to start the pavement. And those are very good things. Roads are very important, Grace. You know. Go ahead, Chris. You're saying something.
yeah. I see a lot of, you know, a lot of good things. A lot of good things are happening in the country, and you know, it is good. It is good for our country, especially the MCC challenge. Uh, Now receive that show the country is making steady progress. By the grace of God, we are moving gradually, and now we want to see our country in the right direction. You know, when it's good, we praise it. When it's bad, we also talking about it. Like we say, you know, we are here to because you know, I know since we won the first combat, this is our second combat.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
The
yeah,
first one we're doing Ellen time, and
yeah,
that
editing.
money have a lot with LEC,
Yes,
revamping LEC and other things,
yes, yes.
But
So
it's a very great news, and the I also learned that the lower house has passed the 1.2 billion budget.
yeah, 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 yeah. The lower house, they already passed the 1.2 billion budget.
But I saw my man
So, I think,
Safoko.
yeah, that's up.
He stood and said, "No, I'm voting against it." Anyway, it's in the interest of the nation, especially when it comes to road development. Pave our road. What all we want, pave the road, bring electricity, all the cities in Liberia, major cities, capital cities, at least electrify them so that we are still struggling, especially I am not sure, but I hope the representatives, the senators, the representatives from Grand Crew are really advocating for their county. Barclayville, you have street lights, but there's no lights, there's no electricity for the business people. You have what's the senator? Senator Chi. You have Senator, what's his name? I forgot his name.
Oh,
Um,
from Baboru?
yeah, no, from Grand Crew. Grand Crew, Senator Che, Albert Che, right?
Yeah, how about
I
you?
know he's a senior senator. One, then the other, I forgot the other senator name. You know, and then you have representatives. What are they doing? What are they making any fight? Like I enjoy the other senator from Grand Gideon. He doesn't care. I mean, He lobbying for his people. You know, whoever is the president, you be friend of the president, be friend of the executive. It doesn't take away anything from you. You want your people, you want benefit to go to your people. And I think that's a very good strategy he's has employed. And then I hope, I know chair from the opposition, but I think he's the chair on, is he the chair on public works? I believe so. I'm not sure. But I haven't heard anything much about Grand Crew, and especially when it comes to electrifying the city. I know they have street lights, but we're talking about providing electricity for businesses. You need to open that city, Barclayville. It's still looking like like a little town. You need to open it up. That's why the people elected you. You got to lobby for those people. You know, I hope they are doing it because evidence can prove if they are doing it, and I hope. But again, energy is part of the two top, projects that are earmarked for that of MCC, and that would be a great thing. You have the various capitals being electrified because it brings about development, even in terms of security.
Yeah, yeah,
In
of course, of
terms of
course.
security, people are really, people are able to kind of like, you know, walk safely. Like even in the city of Monrovia, there were places that people couldn't walk, but now they are walking, right? You know. So yes, I want to say thank you again, those of you. Chris, the number you keep asking me, you should have the numbers. I sent the numbers the other time. You keep asking me for the numbers, Chris.
Test
Please,
the number to me.
please
Test the
check
number to me.
check your phone. You know where to get them. All right. Check your messenger. I did send them. So again, folks, we want to say thank you. We want to invite all of you again. Thank you. Let's go back to our presentation. We're just talking about the good things that have been happening. You know, you don't have to necessarily love the president or like the president or like any government official, but if your country is making progress, I mean, be happy about that because that progress will have so much impact on your generation. So you can be from the opposition, from the in position, from the hostile position, whatever position you find yourself. You are a Liberian. That matters a lot. That's the first thing you should think about. That you belong to a nation. So put your nation first, and then later on you can bring up the other things. Folks, we've been talking about what makes a good citizen. We are concerned about this because as a country, when it comes from a war situation where we have civil crisis, internal conflict, tribal conflict, and so forth, I know we have come a long way, but it's important to revisit these things and to help educate the society what it means to be a good citizen. A good citizen, that one who is there informed, who is eager, who want to hear good news. Like you hear the news around today, oh, the U.S. government is going to, and beside the MCC, I also heard that the U.S. government is giving 125 million for health, in the health sector and education, something like that.
Yes, yes.
So those are all good news. When your president travel like that, he comes back and things are happening. You know, just be proud of yourself that things are happening and things going to work better for your nation. And so, a good citizen, as you said, um, is the person who is informed, not only being informed, but they are aware of of the sources of their information. They do investigate. They do. scrutinize the information, they check it up, they compare with other things, and before they put it out there, they are very respectful and kind. And when they know that they do something, they have put false information in the public, they quickly go back, withdraw, and apologize to the public. That's a good citizen. A good citizen is a one who is involved, very much involved with the day-to-day activities of their community. You know, a person who is volunteering their services as a retiree of government, maybe a retired teacher. You are offering some services to government public school. You are a retired nurse professional. Your experience, you are helping other young women in your community, to become professional nurses. And so it could be whatever way. Getting involved is very important. You don't sit back. You see trash in your community, you mobilize group and you clean it up. If there's a problem, security problem, you meet in the town hall, you discuss about your community, you discuss about, the progress of your community. That's a good citizen. A good citizen is a person who is open to compromise, who will let go certain things in the interest of the nation, who will say, well, elections are over now. I let go, whatever campaign we had, the division, when there are elections, there's always tension among people. And you say, no, we have to move forward now. The country has to move forward, to transition from politics now to development. That's a good citizen who will be open to a compromise. It's not about themselves, it's about their community. And they help to make the community stable. Stability is very important. If the community members are so divided, you cannot attract any development in your community. Even in your home, in your family, even in the church. In fact, Chris, God talk about unity, right?
Yeah,
The,
for sure.
the scripture talk about unity. So
Yeah,
it's not only people, it's a mixture of people in the community. You got Christian, Muslim, you got, traditional people, So, but what we are saying is that unity is very important, regardless of your political ideology, religious ideology. But if you come together as one person, one people, you can achieve a lot. And even God said, without unity, God, He can't put His blessing, sorry, He cannot put His blessing into a group of people who are not united. They have to be together, you see? So if God Himself, think about that, what more about you? So compromise is very important. It advances development. It advances development. I remember the story, about the gentlemen who were building a tower. They decided to reach the tower to God. They are very determined. What kept them
yeah,
together was unity.
man.
And so they were very fast, they were very sophisticated. And so just think about your community. There are problems in your community. How you can help to solve them, resolve those problems. That's what we're talking about. And so we have shifted from a compromise as a good citizen, be open to a compromise. Today we are talking about being civil, or what are your civic responsibility? Being civil. What are your civic responsibility? You know? And that's why you sometimes you see like say civilization, you know, it helps to keep the ordinances of the community, community. So what are some of the importance, and we are introducing this one today under our theme, what makes a good citizen. So we have talked about two sections or subtopics. Today, this is the fourth one. We'll talk about three of them. I just, review. And today we are talking about civic responsibility. What makes it important? What makes civic responsibility important? What? What actually makes civic responsibility very important? We are going to talk about one thing, and then tomorrow, Don, stay away. We'll be live tomorrow again. You join us, and I hope that this presentation is actually reaching a lot of people. If you are out there, you have money, you want to sponsor, you want to help. We need other stations, especially in the rural communities. Local radio stations, if they can relay this program, it will be very, very important. We don't have all the resources to cover all the communities. So if you are out there and you are interested in partnering with us, please reach out to us. Please do that. All right. And we have numbers that you can reach out. And so please do that. Again, one of the most important thing that make civic responsibility critical and crucial to the development of a nation is what it does. It strengthens democracy. All right, it strengthens your freedom. It strengthens your rights. It in fact help you. It empower you to speak out. You know, you have a civic responsibility, and strengthening democracy. In what way, somebody will ask, in what way are you saying this? In what way does civic responsibility strengthen democracy? One of the way is that you as a citizen, you are able to hold your leaders accountable. All right? You can. That's why you got a lot of radio stations in Liberia, Monrovia, especially. You turn to, even now, if you turn to one, somebody is either talking about, oh, JMB is very old, and so another person is talking about, oh, why we had the former president, the first day in government. So you see the right, you have that freedom. You have to talk about your leaders. And right now, you can hear that, you know, uh, people are calling on the government to implement the recommendations from the audit. People should be held accountable. You are saying that. Why? Because, you know, you have a responsibility as a citizen. So you are empowered more and more to say, well, Mr. President, even though this budget is there are certain things we have to scrutinize in the budget. Why do we have this? Give us, you are accountable to us. And that's the reason why any president who is a leader of Liberia, annually he or she makes a report to the Liberian people. And they call it State of the Union Address, where the leader will tell you during the year, this is what I have done. So you see what happened? You are strengthening democracy. You say, well, uh, government of the people, by the people, and for the people. So you are a manager. So even the president is a servant. He's a manager. Yes, even His Excellency Mr. Barker, President Barker, is a servant. He's serving you. That's why you see he doesn't sleep. Every time he's traveling from this country to another country looking for resources. So you see, he's serving you. When you see him going on occasion, like today he went to Banga, Nimba County, Gompa, he's doing his job. He goes to these places to encourage, his people to work harder. You know, he goes there to tell the Liberian people, this is what we are doing, the government, the management team that you elected, this is what we are doing. All right. So it's strengthening democracy in that you leaders are held accountable. Leaders are held accountable. You know, we're not. You see, this platform is not a platform that talk about too much of politics. You know, everything politics. No, we want to educate the society. When you are educated, you are able to make informed decisions. So it's strengthening democracy in one way. I just explained one way. And another way is that it helps to influence policy making. Well, maybe let me break it down a little bit. When I say policy influence, it means you can speak out. Like the other time we're talking about, now that the budget is at the legislature, we're encouraging university students, those who, have different organizations, to go to the place over there and advocate and have dialogue with representatives about the university. It's not just all day you jumping in the street. Uh, uh, there's a new song. I saw some of them again. Why are you suffering yourself every time? I went out of university. I know what it means. You know, So you can't keep suffering all of the time, dancing, you running here and there, you in the street challenging the law enforcement. You say this, you say that. It's good. It's part of the democracy. But I think one of the things we're saying, you have a diplomatic way of resolving issue. Use diplomacy. Go in there. You got your representatives who are there representing that district. Go there, lobby with them. And then you come back when you see fruitful result. You come back to the student body and say, this has been our engagement. Those are positive steps to take. It's not always because some people, I think, most of the organization, the student organization at the university, most of the leaders, they do this to show out, so that, as a little opportunity come, then they get into government to work. But it should be more than that. If you are doing well, why the student government? Why so you can't elevate some of the science students? Why you can't talk about science? That some of the great things science students are doing. You bring them to the platform to explain. Some of them, maybe they have some project, experiment. That's part of the student also responsibility. It's not just about attacking government all of the time, and you're not going to fight government. It's a waste of time. You know fully where the channels, the processes you can take to get things done. Use those processes. Stop just every time you're in the street suffering the children, especially you want to go demonstrate. It's good to demonstrate. When you have followed all of the channels and they have failed, then you have a reason. So that's why we're talking about, how can you influence policy making, law making, for those of our people in the rural community, we're talking about influence. What voice do you have? You have a voice to tell your leaders, people who sit in the house to make law for you. Any law that they're about to make, they go, they have meeting with you and let you know. Then you ask them questions. Or you tell them this law is not going to be good for us. So that's what we're talking about. Your responsibility is very important. Civic responsibility is important because it strengthens democracy. It does. All right? It does strengthen democracy. Oh, yeah, I see. Oh, Honorable Samuel G. Ford. Oh, my man, you need to invite me. Oh, sure. Sure, sure. The next time, I'll try to send you the link. And we need you to come to really talk about community policing. I have seen you doing a lot of that. And thank you for the great job you're doing. And, we'll bring you on this platform on the radio station. We'll just send you the link and you join us, you know. And then we'll talk. I'll inbox you. Thank you so much for that. He's one of the, very, very intelligent police officer, at the Liberal National Police. He always, I see him always talk about, you know, community policing, involving the community. And that's what we're talking about. Civic responsibility. It is important because it strengthens, one of the reasons it strengthens your democracy. Meaning you as a citizen, you don't be afraid. Like today I was talking with the mayor from, the mayor from what's the county, Grand Crew, the mayor for the city of Barclayville. And I'm not trying, nobody should, hold in contempt. But I was asking her some questions and she didn't want to answer me. And I said, but I'm a citizen and you work for the public. So if a citizen have a question, why don't you address the question and you're so angry? So, we're having this conversation, about the city corporation, the Barclayville City Corporation. She said the offering services and and where my children are, So I said, but what are the services that you are offering? Can you just educate me on the services you are offering? Because I know the children have told me you guys have never even been there. You only go to collect taxes, which of course we are responsible to pay. Equally so, you must tell us what you're doing. She got so annoyed, you know. You come and show me, you say I'm not doing any work. I say, you calm down, lady, calm down, you know. But again, those are, the kind of people that we have, you know, and I don't know if she's doing her work, but we have not seen much where we are, our community we live in, my children live at, we have not seen much there. But again, you know, this is what we're talking about. The citizen has right to ask questions, to ask, look, oh, sometimes I hear, public of, of it, public officials saying, well, Chris, sometimes I hear, you do you know that a journalist, they even have right to go into your bedroom and ask you questions once you are a public figure? Yes. Yes. Your public life is very important. So some of the things they tell, oh, I'm not going to answer you. Yes, you should answer the people. Don't say I'm not going to answer you. Why? You are accountable to them. All right. So again, we want to. Hey, Christopher, you doing something now? So I had now you indirectly somebody doing something. But thank you, folks. Tucson, thank you for the great job, and thank you. But again, what we are saying, this is just one thing, one of the most important thing. Why your responsibility as a citizen, your civic responsibility as a citizen, is critical to development. It help you to influence policy making, and even you to ensure that you know whatever the government does, it reflect the will of the people. Whatever the government does, you know, if you are a good citizen and you respect those civil responsibility, carrying them out, then it reflect also what the government is doing. You hold them accountable. All right, most of our people, they don't know. But I'm not saying go out there and start misbehaving to government officials. No. Chris. So I think we can open the lines. Our time is fast, man. So yeah, Chris, you're saying something.
You are setting all is I know.
Don't, I don't want you to be Chris. I don't want you to be like some government officials. You working in the government, then you're abusing your leader. The same government you work for, you don't have respect for the government.
Yeah.
You also a citizen, but then you cause people as a way of say, "Oh, that's how we'll get you doing something." It is that's not the way. And
It's
that's not
wrong.
what we're talking about.
It's wrong.
You know, civic responsibility is not about causing. Okay, don't say you're a champion of causing people and then you passing it around. No, it's totally out of the way or the values of a good society. So again, I want to say thank you and thank you so much, Chris, and thank you. Let's go back to you there for the audience to participate.
Folks, again, and the contribution are still going on.
Yes.
Uh,
Oh,
we
I didn't say anything about that, but you can talk more on that.
we need your contribution. There's an organization also we need your help because what make you a good citizen, we can just be talking every day. We come in talking. So we want to be, even though the talking is very, very much important because it's educative. We are learning a lot of things how to be a good citizen. But we got also doing going to the extra miles. Also, we are trying to take people off the streets, especially our brothers, our sisters who are addicted to drugs, and the organization also helping to take them off the street and maybe relocate them to a rehabilitation center so they can be rehabilitated. And in so doing, we need money to do that.
Yeah.
We need to
Join
go
us,
to
please.
go and speak in tongue and people say, yeah, I can. So, so please, we want for you to help us to donate, and the number to donate to this organization, the orange money is 0770 370 890, 0770 370 890, or the mobile money with the Lone Star 086 902 584, 086 902 584. And I'll just reading something, and you don't need to, because need the both the Liberian government and the mobile and the GSM company already, I think they enter into the agreement that you can you can
Yeah.
transfer money from your orange to your Lone Star, from your Lone Star to,
Yes.
to orange, and very, very much good. So, and so you don't need to say, oh yeah, and I get orange. When the money is on your orange, you can say transfer it to your Lone Star. So it will be very, very interesting. But now the number to call on this program, you listen to the presentation from our host, Mr. Manuel Winter. The number now to call to make a contribution on this program, 077 0777 959 959, 0777 959 959, or better still 081 871 670, 0881 871 670, or again 0777 959 959, 0777 959 959 are the numbers to call and make a contribution on this program. But if you want to
And then Chris,
go ahead,
sorry, Chris.
go ahead.
Please, is there any way to contact Pastor Fode so that he can give us update before the program ends? We have to let our audience know
So the
where
name,
we are with the
if you want to donate, please the name on this and the name on
I just sent my today
the contact is
contribution.
Michael T 40. Michael T 40 is the name on the two numbers are read either for this donation. Again, the number to donate is 0770 370 890, or better say 086 902 584, 086 902 584. Yeah, you can be talking Mr. Mano as I wish us to reinforce it. You are muted.
I will do that. Go ahead with the program.
Okay. Number to call on the show 0777 959 959, 0777 959 959, or better still 0881 0881 871 670, and the WhatsApp plus 231 777 for those of you are following by the word internet. You want to make your contribution to this program, plus 231 777 plus 231 777 What number to call? What make you a good citizen? We're looking at your civil responsibility as a citizen. You know, so if you want to make your contribution to this program, 0 777 959 959 0 are the numbers to call on this program. Are the numbers to call on this program. And what make you a good citizen? You know, uh, you may not know these things, but it helping us a lot because, and Mr. Mano, sometimes when I'm working, sometimes even when I've been drinking the water, I want to throw it. I said, no, we can't be discussing the kind of thing on the radio that we ourselves not living by it. So it help these things it help us a lot. So the number to call on this radio, the number to call are 0 959 959 0 959 0 959 0 or better still 081 871 670 are the number to call and make a contribution. What make you a good citizen? Sometimes as you see some people will be in a car or in a taxi and they will buy banana in a taxi, eat a banana, then they drop the banana dead on the street. Sometimes people even in car, they will buy water. Sorry. And sometimes some people even in car, they will buy water, they will drink the water and throw the plastic on the street. They prefer to throw the plastic on the street than to throw the plastic in the car. It is wrong. It's wrong. We have serious responsibility to do that. As a good citizen, please, we have to do those things to make our country better. So the number to call on this program to make a contribution 0 959 959 or better still 081 871 670 are the number to call. And please, we like I said earlier, we are still receiving donation. Please, we can just be talking also, but we want to help the Liberian government also to rehabilitate our brothers and sisters out there who are taking drugs. We want to take them off the street and rehabilitate them. So if you want to donate to the program, the number to donate to this program, please don't call this number. The number I above the read is not to donate. If you have a 200 liberty, 500 liberty, 1,000 US, you can donate to the program 0770 370 890 0770 370 890 or better still 086 902 584 086 902 584 and the name on this particular mobile money numbers Michael T40 Michael T40. Folks, wherever you are listening to the program called The New Beginning, and your host is Mr. Manuel H. Winter, all the way there in the US of A. And let me use this time to let me send this as a listening tree to Kolu, to Kola K Greatness, following this program by the way of the internet. And folks, the number to call again on this program plus 231 777 959 959 are the numbers to call and be live on this program. Yes, indeed, we have a serious responsibility to play our power government, play her part. Uh, Don't say you don't, because some people have the mindset that everything is a responsibility of the government. Even to the point that some people, even they're doing business, they got money, but you see they live in a place riding maybe 50, 60, 100,000 other cars. And the road leading onto their house, the road leading onto their compound, maybe on to the main street. You see that place is bad off. It is bad off the area. They have money, they get a fund to do so, but they will never face that place.
That's true.
They're waiting for the government to come. No, that's part of civil responsibility. As a good citizen, you are a
Mhm.
citizen. We agree. But now you are in a capacity to face that place. And because you build a modern, decent house, then the road like there from the main quota to your house, the place bad, even greater the place to make the place beautiful for ordinary citizens that you can't do it. No, please, we have to help our country to be fine. If you want to place a call,
And then,
yeah,
okay,
go
go
ahead, Mr.
ahead,
Mano,
Chris.
go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
And then, Chris, you make a very good point too about people taking initiative, as we have talked about, building rules and other things. But again, you know, do it, you know, because some people want to do it like, is like they want to gain some political points. But again, development is good. You know, I have not really been following the story, about most ability with the government. I think building of bridges and whatsoever. You know, these are initiative. You know, and building a bridge is not that's capital intensive. And besides, you're doing that, you have to make some assessment. Uh, you know, do some feasibility study. How to build the bridge and how long, how many years that bridge is going to last for. All of those things you have to take them into consideration, and then work with the relevant authority. You know, and it should not be seen like people should not look at it like the person is competing with government. You know,
Of course.
any citizen that want to pay a bridge. First there are ministry, or there are agencies of government that are responsible for those things. First you get your project, work with them. They got engineers. They got so many people that can help you in the process because government is always looking at safety. They want to save the lives people that are traveling on that road, and also quality. It's not just about quantity. It's not just about showing out that you're building a bridge. But beside bridge, if you want to build like a very good park, national park somewhere that citizens can go and have, you know, some enjoyment. That's about getting involved. You know, it's both way. Government don't see it as more of political thing, and just see it like just make sure that the guidelines are being followed. Those various ministries that should be. I have not fully followed that whole thing, but I think motivate all Liberians, encourage every Liberian to make meaningful contribution to their nation. That in no way going to suggest, well, the man's going to get a vote if he build, if he build, if he build a bridge here. Maybe, or it may not. But look at the general picture as a government. Your concern should be, what is the project you want to do? Have you made any feasibility study? What did you find out? What's the assessment? What is the guarantee? If you are building, what are the materials you're using? to build. Who are those that are building these bridges? Are they engineered? Are they equipped? Are they how long the bridge is going to last? How long the infrastructure going to last? Because government interest is safety and improving the livelihood of the citizen. It's part of it. If people are not safe enough to travel on bridges, then there's no need. But all of that, people like to politicize, and I see him say, get on the media, you know, uh, saying, the people are gathering, spending money to political party while we're building bridges. If you want to do that, don't get, it should not be a competition. You're in government. You as a good citizen, you want to do that. There are certain things you have to stay away from so that government doesn't look at it to be like highly political. You're doing it for the interest of the people. You want, in fact, you are buttressing government effort, you know. So those things are good. I think every Liberian who is who is capable enough to do these things, build road, help government. That's another way of contributing to the development of the nation, regardless of your status. You could be working a political leader or whatsoever. When time for election comes, you compete. It's competition. Compete. If you win, okay. You see how far you gonna go. You know. But again, if you present it as competition with government, if you present it as something, they're not they will play games. you know, and it should not be that way anyway. It should not be the interest of the government. But I don't know the details. I can't go too much into that. I only hear what he say, what the other people are saying. But any Liberian beside ability, any Liberian, who is credible, and also should know where you're getting your money from. It should not be like money that you stole from government or from other people. You know, so it's a very good thing for any Liberian to do so. For any Liberian to do so. So again, let him know I made a contribution. I told him already. I don't know why I still asking. But again, um, let's go to the line. We almost out of time. I want to make sure we use our time wisely. Again, today we are talking about civic responsibility as a good citizen. Do you know your civic responsibility? If you don't know, we're going to talk about them, few of them or most of them. But we are talking now about the importance of your responsibility. How important those responsibilities are. How critical those responsibilities are for your community, for your country, and for your society. Chris, you want to read the numbers again and then we can conclude?
Folks, again, if you want to make your contribution on this program, this organization, please, we need your help. And your 200, your $20, your $5, your $10, we need your money, please, to help our brothers and sisters out there. Like I said, like we're talking about a serious responsibility. It's one of our serious responsibility to help one another out there. Something that they trust issue, some kind of way, it affecting every one of us. Yes. Maybe perhaps it may not reach to you now, but sooner or later, if care is not taken, gonna help us, large number of our society will be addicted to drugs. So by the grace of God, we want to help our friends, our relatives, our family, all that are addicted to drugs. We see our best that we can help them as it donates to the organization. There are a lot of rehabilitation centers around. We take those people from the street, carry them there, and sponsor them there. and your money that we depend on, your money, my money, everyone of our money that we are depending on to help our brothers and sisters out there. So please, if you want to contribute or you want to donate to this organization, the number are 0770 370 890. 0770 370 890. Or better still, 0886 902 584. 0886 902 584. 0886 902 584. And the number that are on this particular, the name that are on the particular numbers are Michael T40. Michael T40. Michael T40. So, folks, we need your help, we need your support. And for all of you that have been donating your $20, your 200 Liberty, your 1000 Liberty, rest ensure your money is being kept safe, and we'll continue to give you update on a regular basis so as to know how much is in the account of this organization. And by the grace of God, we'll get every detailed information how your money will be spent. Rest ensure by the grace of God, God is watching over us, and God will help us to keep our integrity, because these people that are controlling this particular form, they get high level integrity by the grace of God, and God is keeping them. So please, we need your phone, we need your money, and also my money, so we all can contribute to help somebody that are on the street there. You saw today when I saw the children, some of my friends to Abraham Dowers, they don't rehabilitation center, they were rejoicing, they were happy. When you see those girls, the young girls and the young guys then, I said, wow, but then trust already killing, trust already killing them. You see the book clean now, they look like real human being, because somebody
Right.
took them off the street, and somebody took them off the street and rehabilitated them. So there are still a lot of our brothers and sisters out there who need your support to help. We can take 10%, 15%, 10%, 30%, and carry us to one renowned rehabilitation center. So sponsor them there. So they'll be rehabilitated and become a better person in society tomorrow. So, Mr. Mano, back to you.
All right. We have to wrap up now because of time. Want to say thank you so much, those of you who are watching. Mr. Ford, I'll try to get to you through the messenger, and then if you can appear on, some of these presentation, will be happy so that we can interact. We'll know more about the policing, about the police, and those civil responsibility, are important, and your contribution will be very, very, very much appreciated. So I want to say, those of you who are watching, listening to the radio station, I want to say thank you ever so much. Those of you that have been sharing, please share, send some stars to us, all right, to help us keep the organization or the program going on. All right. If you are out there and you want to partner with us, we are more than happy to welcome you. And, you can reach out to me, inbox me, or you can email me, manoa79 at yahoo.com. Manoa79 at yahoo.com. You can email me, and then we can begin the conversation. We need you. Without you, we cannot complete this, you know, project we are on. All right. Let's support, let's help. The last time update we had, I wish I would have, gotten the financial people to let us know, give us the update right now. But the last time we ever had the update, we have raised close to 50 plus thousand Liberian dollars. And I think we should have close to 300, 250, 275. United States dollars. All of that money is in the account, open, at IB Bank, you know. And so that's how, transparent want to be. So by Sunday, hopefully Sunday, we'll give you the exact amount and we need more. We haven't gone, our target is 1 million. We haven't gone too far, but $1 million mile journey begin with one step. So we are working. Time will come scrolling and I mean crawling and walking and running. So don't sit back there. Join us. Those of you, one of my voice friends, I know some of you. You got to do something. We're not asking for so much, even 10 Liberian dollars, even 50, even 20. It will go a long way helping people that are dying, being affected with drugs. Let's help them become good citizens. So thank you, Grace, and thank you to everyone who made this edition again possible. And I want to say have a wonderful, wonderful, and blessed time. This is how we love to leave you. Goodbye. We meet again tomorrow. We here tomorrow Liberian time, 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock Liberian time, 12 p.m. And here in the States, it will be approximately 7. All right. So again, join us. Those of you in the U.S. in the East Coast, that will be about 7 a.m. Join us again. Share the program. Have a wonderful and blessed time. May the Lord bless each of you. And thank you for listening and watching.
When freedom raised her glowing form on Mount Sorato's verdant height, she sat within a doom of a night, met lowering stars and thunderstorms, the star of liberty, unceasing from the waking morn, its banner shields of golden flame, she lifted it in a proud name, and raised her people long forlorn to know their destiny. The Lone Star forever, the Lone Star forever, oh long may it soar over land and over seas, deserted and never, uphold it forever. Oh, shout for the Lone